The rain came down in sheets that evening as the glittering crowd gathered around a car that had been called the jewel of modern engineering, a rare Ferrari prototype, said to be unfixable after a mysterious failure in its hybrid core system. Cameras flashed, elite guests whispered, and technicians from around the world stood defeated with their hands in their pockets. It was an international tech expo hosted by billionaire auto tycoon Nicholas Rains, and what was supposed to be the showstopper had become the embarrassment of the evening. Suddenly, from the edge of the crowd, stepped a girl in stained overalls and worn boots. Her hair was tied back messily, and a pair of safety goggles hung from her neck. She looked like she didn't belong, yet she walked with the calm confidence of someone who knew exactly what she was doing. Murmurs began as she moved past the velvet ropes. A security guard reached for her shoulder, but Nicholas, curious and frustrated, held up a hand. "Let her try," he said. "At this point, what do we have to lose?" The girl nodded, not saying a word. She opened her tool kit, nothing fancy, just a few modified hand tools and a small digital scanner, and got to work. The crowd watched, half in mockery, half in awe. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Then 45. With every move she made, the murmurs died down. Her fingers moved quickly and precisely, almost like she was playing a symphony through gears and wires. And then, it happened. The Ferrari's digital panel lit up like a Christmas tree. The engine let out a low, clean purr. And in the silence that followed, as the vehicle's advanced diagnostics cleared one by one, the crowd erupted in stunned applause. Nicholas Rains himself stepped forward, jaw slack, disbelief written all over his face. "Who are you?" She stood up, wiping her hands. "Name's Layla. I'm the daughter of Omar Khan, the mechanic who used to fix army trucks in Peshawar before he passed away." Nicholas blinked. That name rang a bell. Years ago, during a tour in Pakistan, he had seen an older man rebuild a shredded gearbox on an abandoned military jeep using only handmade tools and intuition. He had offered him a job in Europe, but the man declined. He had a daughter to raise. "This is what he taught me," Layla said simply. "He said there's no such thing as an unfixable machine, only people too proud to learn from failure." The revelation hit hard. Layla hadn't just fixed a car. She had shattered the arrogance of the world's top engineers, not with expensive equipment, but with raw, inherited genius. What the crowd didn't know was that Layla had been sleeping in her car for 2 nights outside the expo center, hoping someone, anyone, would give her 5 minutes near that engine. She had studied the Ferrari's blueprints for years, not in a lab, but in her father's old garage, using recycled tech and salvaged parts. She knew its weaknesses better than the men who built it. Nicholas offered her a job on the spot. But Layla shook her head. "I didn't come here for a job," she said. "I came to remind you, and everyone watching, that brilliance doesn't wear a suit. Sometimes, it wears grease and carries a wrench." The clip went viral. Within days, every major tech company wanted to meet her. But Layla started her own workshop, a foundation to train gifted mechanics from underserved communities across the world. She named it the Omar Institute. And Nicholas? He donated the Ferrari to Layla's foundation as a permanent reminder of humility and the power of unseen talent. So the next time someone tells you you're not good enough because of where you come from or how you look, remember Layla. The girl in overalls who walked into a room full of billionaires, and left every one of them speechless.